Hi, Aries. Welcome to your bonus reading for the person you are dealing with. For many of you, this will be a love interest, but it does not have to be because we are all dealing with all different kinds of people for all different kinds of reasons. So let's see. So we have Justice, the Hanged Man, and the Nine of Swords. So this certainly feels like some kind of a spiritual connection here. We're getting two major arcana right out of the gate. And the Nine of Swords is saying that this is completely stressing both of you out. You're both stressed to the max, and it feels like something probably needs to be done, which might be why there's been some kind of a divine intervention. On your side, we're getting justice, which means that something had to come into balance here for you, probably because you have maybe been feeling all of this anxiety, that things that may have been keeping you up at night, pacing the floor at night, make it make sense for you. But certainly a lot of stress between the two of you in this relationship, whatever this relationship is for you. But it feels like the universe has stepped in to put this more into balance. It might have been something that was unjust that was done to you, that the universe is now coming in to help you. And your person is showing up as the Hanged Man, which tells me that the universe probably put your person in some kind of a timeout. Your person could be going through a bit of karma right now with the combination of Justice and the Hanged Man. There's also a feeling that your person may have just been caught doing something, and so there's justice there but whatever happened, you both have your own reasons for being stressed, and I think you're stressed for different reasons. If there was some kind of an injustice done to you by this person, then that has stressed you out. But the karma that this person is receiving is stressing them out, is what I have so far. But I would like to start clarifying and see what else. So Temperance and the Six of Cups just popped out. And these are generally cards of angels, spirit guides. Could be someone from your past. This could be someone from a past life. A lot of spiritual aspects coming through with this reading, though. For sure, this feels like some kind of a spiritual connection, some kind of a spiritual contract. So let's see. Clarifying the Nine of Swords, there's Temperance, popped right back out again. So there's something here about alchemizing this energy and bringing it back into balance. Clearly, there was something that was in some state of imbalance on your side. Probably means you took on too much of the responsibility. And so therefore, the universe has certainly stepped in. We're seeing three majors already, and there's only 4 cards out. So the universe, your spirit guides, your angels have stepped in and are helping to trying to calm this anxiety down is what this is really telling me. Also, what I'm getting with this Temperance card in the central energy, the two of you might share spirit guides, and I'm seeing 333 as I said that. You might be sharing spirit guides. That could be going on here too. And so they're trying to say, you two need to chill out and calm this energy down. But let's see. So we have the 8 of Pentacles, the 7 of Wands, and the Knight of Wands. So there is a desire on both of your sides to take action towards each other. What that action is, we'll start to see as we unpack this reading, but it feels like your person over here really wants to defend themselves. But it doesn't feel like it's the right action because you're coming in saying, hey, I'll still work on this if you still work on this. But your person looks like they're taking a very defensive stance. And I don't think that's going to sit well with you because you're saying you're really in no position to be anything but cooperative right now because you've been busted, you've been put in a timeout, the universe is involved now, our spirit guides had to get involved. And so you really need to chill out. Again, with this Temperance card, it's this idea of tempering the emotions and trying to alchemize all this fire energy that exists between the two of you. It could be anger, it could be a lot of things, and we'll keep going. But you're showing up in a cooperative way, and your person is kind of showing up in this perhaps combative, not super cooperative way, but the feeling that they want to defend themselves rather than take accountability. But because your person is in this hanged man energy, it's really giving this idea that they were busted doing something, which is why they've been put in this timeout, and that they need to take accountability for what they did and not come in swinging. They should be a little more humble about it. They shouldn't come in as a Knight of Wands. They should come in more humble, is what this is telling me. So the Hanged Man is being clarified by the King of Swords. So I think while your person is sitting in their time out, they are certainly doing some thinking. The King of Swords is a thinker. This is someone who uses their intelligence to lead the way. So they're perhaps trying to be strategic in the way that they're approaching you. They're trying to maybe analyze what happened, but they are sitting in this hanged man energy, trying to use their mind. And I think that they're missing the point perhaps of the hanged man energy, where you're supposed to look at it through enlightened eyes. You're supposed to look at the situation through your intuition, through your guides. Listen to your guides. Which way are you being guided? But instead, I feel like this person is still trying to strategize, and it may not work in their favor, but we'll keep going. So why is the Hanged Man and the King of Swords here? So there's the Nine of Wands, the King of Pentacles, and the Empress. So this person is certainly going through some kind of a huge transformation here, but there is this feeling that they're trying to fight it off. They have such a huge potential here, is what the spirit guides are really saying. This person has a lot of potential, but they're so resistant. They're so combative. They're still trying to put up these walls when it comes to this relationship, which is probably what created the whole imbalance in the first place. That they're really being stubborn is what I'm getting from this. They're resisting their transformation. They're still trying to think about it in a King of Swords and a King of Pentacles way, that I'm going to just strategize my way through this and I'll be fine on my own. If I don't get my way, I'm just going to go over here and go be by myself. That I'm not going to deal with all this karma. I'm not going to deal with all this growth. It's too hard. There's a strong resistance from this person to even take accountability or want to grow. So, but the justice on your side is being clarified by the Chariot. This is the universe saying you're free to go. You have done everything you could, Aries, in this situation. You probably brought a lot of cooperation, a lot of love, a lot of passion, a lot of emotion into this situation. And all I see your person bringing are Seven of Wands and Nine of Wands and a Knight of Wands. So there may have been intimacy between the two of you, but it wasn't enough for you. To bring all the other things, didn't check any of the other boxes for you. And this person just brought defensiveness and walls around their heart and strategy and getting busted doing something that has completely stressed you out. And so the universe is saying, this is your get out of jail free card. You are free to go. You learned the lessons. You have only majors so far on your side. The universe helped you balance it so you can drive your chariot off into your future, which looks like it might not be here, but let's see. Because your person is in the Hanged Man, and your person does have a lot of potential. But potential is useless if you don't do anything with it. So then you have the Knight of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles. So you are a very self-sufficient person. That might be what has happened recently. For your justice to balance things out, the universe may have brought you resources, inspiration, things to do, epiphanies that you could follow things that are bringing in resources for you, because you're showing up as the Nine of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles, which tells me that you are very self-sustained. You don't need anyone. This is all you need right here. And if this is giving you Nine of Swords and Nine of Wands, who needs that? No one needs that. You have your own Nine of Pentacles. So it looks like you're leaning towards your independence, because I see the Nine of Pentacles pointing towards this central relationship here. And so it looks like you're leaning towards your independence and knowing that there are other things with your Knight of Swords that you can chase, other things that you can do, other things that hold your interest, perhaps inspired actions towards new projects, new ideas, following your ingenuity. Make it make sense for you, but you're busy. You don't need all this strife. You are still coming in saying, yeah, sure, I'll still cooperate, but the universe is saying why. So, but this Knight of Wands does exist between the two of you, which makes me feel like there is some kind of a magnetic pull between you. And that's being clarified by the Ten of Cups. Oh, this just got so complicated. This feels like one of those soul contracts that is meant to teach you both a lot. So let's see. Why is this Knight of Wands and Ten of Cups here? I think that you both, especially at one point, really fulfilled each other, made each other happy, thought of each other as your long term, which I think is why you're still even willing to work with this person, to put in the work. But until they lay down their guards, until they lay down their defensiveness, until they grow and take accountability, I'm not sure. So let's see. So there's the Ace of Cups, the Tower, and the Knight of Pentacles. The Tower is very clearly saying that this person cannot have you until they do the work, face their accountability, admit what they did wrong, come clean about everything. But most importantly, they have to stop letting their mind do the work here. They can't just strategize their way out of it. They can't just sweet talk their way out of it. The King of Swords is very witty, very strong with their words. They pick just the right words in situations to get you to lower your guard and come back. But the universe is saying you can't do that anymore. The gig is up. You can't do that anymore. That you have to come in and do the work and do it right. You're showing up with an Ace of Cups. You're showing up still, after all of this, you are still showing up holding your heart in your hand saying, I would still like to do this with you because I think we are destined to be together. This is a spiritual contract and our 10 cups are here together. So I know I could go be fine over here, but my 10 cups are here and you know that. But the point is the work still has to be done. There's a lot of work. When the Tower comes down, it's having to rebuild that tower brick by brick by brick all over again with the Knight of Pentacles energy, which takes a while. So if trust has been broken and this person comes back and wants to just sweet talk their way out of it, no, that's not going to happen. They have to roll up their sleeves, rebuild the tower brick by brick, and it's going to take a long time. Knight of Pentacles. It's going to take a long time. But you are still here, giving this person the benefit of the doubt. So why is the Empress here? That's being clarified by the Knight of Wands. Your person, there's this feeling still that they want to override. They want to bypass the karma. They want to bypass the growth. They want to sweep it under the rug, and they want to come in as Mr. Charming. They want to come rushing in and they want to sweep you off your feet in the ways that they know they can get you. So if this is their charm, their charisma, their sweet talking, the ways that they double talk or whatever it is, the ways that they know they used to get to you, they're still trying to do that. They're still resisting actually doing the growth and taking the accountability. This person is a bit frustrating, I have to say. So why is the Empress and the Knight of Wands here? So there's the Fool, the Five of Cups, and the Two of Swords. Well, the first sign of growth has finally showed up on your person's side, but so far I don't see them taking any action. What I've noticed is they understand that they have to make this choice, that this choice is on them, that they either come to you in a brand new person kind of a way. And by that, I mean doing the spiritual growth, doing the spiritual work, taking accountability, coming to you in a pure and real and emotionally committed kind of way. They have to do that. They know that's their only choice. They're really being squeezed right now. They're being in this hanged man time out. They're being squeezed by the universe right now, knowing that they can no longer come to you in a Mr. Charming kind of way. The only way to come to you, you are off limits to them unless they come correct. But they also know that if they don't do that, they're going to regret it. And so they don't want to do either. They don't want to come to you correct, but they don't want to regret not doing it. So that's where they are right now. It is what it is. This person just has to make this choice if they want to be true to you and come to you in the right way, or regret that they didn't. But zero option of coming towards you in this manipulative kind of a way. So why is the Ten of Pentacles here? So that's being clarified by the Seven of Wands. And the Seven of Wands was the energy they had over here. I think you are just protecting your own stability right now. You're tired of the chaos. You're tired of the chaos. And so you've set some boundaries around your own stability. You're protecting your peace is all that is. The universe has been helping you. The universe balanced things out, gave you resources, made you self-sustainable. You don't need this person for literally anything, except maybe your 10 cups. But you still can't get that from them until they make this choice to come at you the right way, right? So let's see. So there's the Emperor, there's the Four of Cups, and there's the World. So this is really telling me that you are putting an end to this. You are closing out this cycle with this person because this person is still not moving. They're still thinking about moving, but they're not doing it. And so I think that you understand with this Four of Cups that this would have been a beautiful connection, but this person completely missed the boat. They missed it. The boat is now moving on without them and they're not on it. And so it looks to me so far, we will get some final advice in this situation, but it looks to me so far that this person is going to deeply regret missing that boat. But it doesn't matter. They had plenty of chances to do the right thing, and even when it dawned on them that they had to do the right thing, they still couldn't move on it. And so I think you're taking your Emperor energy, your 10 of Pentacles, your 9 of Pentacles, you're taking your stability, you're taking your discipline, and you're moving forward in a different way with your life. And I think you'll always think this was a missed opportunity and this was a huge disappointment, but there's so much more out there. You're closing this cycle. You learn the lesson that you're going to be just fine. You're going to be better than just fine. You have the Emperor, the 10 of Pentacles, the 9 of Pentacles, the Chariot, and Justice. You're going to be more than just fine. But you are going to look back on this and say, wow, that was really disappointing. So, but this Knight of Pentacles potential still exists between the two of you. So I'd like to see some final advice before we wrap this up. So the Knight of Pentacles is being confirmed by the King of Cups. So there's this continued theme here that there is so much love between the two of you, but your person just can't or won't. I don't know. It depends. It's going to be different for everybody. But your person, there's just such a stubborn aspect to this person where they want to do it their way. They don't want to do it your way. They don't want to do it the universe's way. But I think they realize though that their way is going to be the path to regret and grief. So let's get some final advice. So there's the Knight of Cups, more love, the King of Wands, and the 10 of Wands. So there it is. There is our final word on this from the universe, that this is just too burdensome for you. Yes, there was love between the two of you, but the need for your person to control the situation, to control the narrative, to try to just love bomb their way back into your life and not address the core issues, that's going to be a burden for you. So it's better for you to just move on. Is this seems very clear to me. So please let me know how this was resonant for you, and we will do this again sometime. Thanks, everybody. Bye.